Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Megan. I am a healer and an intuitive, and I'm going to be doing a full super moon in Scorpio reading for you guys. And I have waited until the evening before, twas the night before the full moon, to kind of check into these energies. And I knew I wanted to do a reading. I just did not know when they were gonna exactly guide me to do it, and it feels very appropriate to be waiting till dark to kind of check in. Just a quick little side note, really separate from the journey. Make sure that you are really cleansing and purifying your bodies, your space right now, using things like sage, water, candles, flames. There is a lot of dark energy, hence the Scorpio moon. People are purging, people are purifying, but not everyone has light or good intentions at this time. So just being very, very discerning and cautious around who you spend your time with, who you allow into your sacred space. So yeah, that is something that, as I'm called, I will speak more about on this channel. But for now, that's just my recommendation at this time. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Scorpio is about death. And I'm leaving my ring light off for this. It's a little moody. It's a little bit different than I normally do, but I actually kind of like it, so if you guys don't enjoy it, you can let me know, but we're going to try it this way. Okay, so I'm just going to start with Keepers of the Light, actually. I would like some guidance. So I want to know who is with the twins right now for this full moon. And then, so we're gonna grab some guides that want to come forward for the twins, and then I'm gonna use this deck to kind of check in with what each divine masculine and divine feminine is working on at this time. All right, Spirit. So tell us about who is with the twins at this time. Wow. Okay. Powerful. The Miriam, Sacred Vision. So this is the Twin Flame card. This is the only card in this deck that actually has a pair on the deck, and the Miriam actually means the beloved. So this is a really, really powerful energy to get at this time for the twins, and I feel that major change and opportunity is coming up. This is a major, when the Miriam shows up, it's a major opportunity for purging, for forgiveness, for healing, for letting go. And there's a holiness, there's a holy light surrounding this union at this time. So choose to see the light, trust that it's coming in, trust that this connection is really divinely protected and guided at this time. And I don't know if you can already see what I have here. I also have Mercury. So Mercury is all about opening these channels of communication. Speaking up with love, getting a weight off your chest, really being able to say what you need to say. And I have been getting that message very strongly recently that there is some communication. There is going to be an opportunity to speak from the heart, to share what's truly going on for the twins. That's coming. And Mercury here is guiding and assisting in that purification. We are also getting White Eagle. White Eagle is the ancestor spirit. So this is about connecting to your lineage. Any family wounds or patterns can actually be transmuted at this time. And Scorpio is a wonderful energy to do this. Scorpio is it's death in the tarot. Scorpio is represented by the death card. So it is an incredible card for anything that you are wanting to let go of and throw into the fires. To purify, to purge. Use the Scorpio full moon to do that. Anything you want to let go of, and connect with your ancestors. Connect with the pain of your lineage, traumas, old karmas. There's so much that can really be purified with the energy of a supermoon like this that we have coming. And I feel that White Eagle is here for the twins, so that the twins can really look at any of that family wounding, that inner child wounding. Inner child wounding has been a big thing coming up for the twins. White Eagle is here really guiding that healing process. So if there's anything that you personally have been working on in relation to your twin dynamic, in relation to how you relate in love, know that White Eagle is here. So you know what? I hadn't actually asked. I was just shuffling. Let's see. I love the cards that came out, but you know what? I'm gonna get clear, because I wasn't getting a clear read if that was feminine or masculine. So we're gonna start with feminine. Tell us what feminine, what guidance feminine is getting at this time for this full moon. What guidance is the feminine going to be receiving and getting assistance on? There we go. Oh, Bridget. Wow. Inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So this is that flame. So I feel that Divine Feminines, you are being asked to hold this flame powerfully at this time. And it's that image that they're giving me again of throwing anything into this flame that is no longer serving. And in these connections, we have done so much of this work already, but there may be some residue. There may still be a couple things that need to be purified and sacrificed, is what I'm hearing, actually, which is a very powerful word. It has a lot of frequency, like a strong energy attached to that word. But what I'm hearing is that you have the power. You are so unbelievably strong at this point in your journey, Divine Feminine. And that strength is that inner balance, that inner harmony of the feminine and masculine energies within you. It's not strength from denying an aspect of self. It's not strength from hiding from your emotions or your true feelings or putting on a facade or a front. It's an embodiment of the two merged perfectly as one. And this Scorpio is a very strong sign. There's a lot of power. It's a water sign, so it's deeply intuitive, deeply emotional, but it's very strong. There's a lot of strength. And so I feel that Bridget is actually an beautiful energy to come out guiding, being with the Divine Feminines at this time. I'm also hearing that you could feel like there could be a lot of darkness around you, both like energetically, other people's, the world's, entities, etc. But there could also be inner darkness with you and kind of clouding your thoughts, or you know, the Scorpio brings it all up to the surface. So anything that kind of maybe has been lurking and lingering that hasn't gotten your full attention, this moon is bringing it out for your attention so that you can really, really purify it. And you have the strength to do it, and you're going to be able to do it. But use this strength. Call on Bridget if you are struggling with this. If you're having some fears come up, because Scorpio, it is not for the faint of heart. A lot of people avoid that Scorpionic energy because of its powerful nature. Wow, the Divine Masculine had like a bunch of cards fall out. Oh wow, okay. I'm gonna take them. As I do. Okay, beautiful. We have Green Tara, so supreme protection. Yeah, so cords are being cut. The Divine Masculines, at this time, you are actually being given the green light. You are being given the go-ahead. There's a lot of green in this card. I actually think I'm going to turn the light on now because it is getting pretty dark. So you are getting the green light from the divine masculines. It is go time. It is the time to move forward. Cords are being cut. The path is being laid out before you, and you are divinely protected at this time. Wow, look at this. I'm just realizing this kind of like mirroring of really green energy. This is the heart chakra. Green is a very powerful energy that I'm seeing. We also have Carnunios here, which is also this really powerful green for the divine masculines. Wow. And you know what? I'm like, are they twin flames? I may need to grab the book for this actually, because I want to find that out. But I'll continue with Green Tara. I'm a little all over the place. It's the first day of my moon cycle. You will have to forgive me. I will try and keep it more direct. All right. So for Green Tara, there's this protection occurring right now for the divine masculines, and anything that was kind of keeping them in that wait and see, learn, observe, take everything in before I move forward, before I act. This full moon, and remember, we have these energies several days before the full moon, and then several days after, even up to a week afterwards, we have this energy. So within this time frame, the divine masculines are going to be given this divine green light. It's time. This spark, this intuition, this hit that it's time to move forward. Let me grab the book, but Carnunios, I always struggle with this name, is all about the life force. So this is that Kundalini energy. This is that expression coming up from the sacred sexuality, from the sacral center. So it's a really powerful energy. Wow. Okay, you guys, I was right. I'm glad I looked it up. So your divine masculine, the divine masculines is getting Carnunios, and the divine feminines are getting Brigid, and they are twin flames. This happens so rarely when I use this deck. Sometimes twin flames will come out together for one counterpart, right? And then it feels like, okay, this counterpart is an inner union. But to get the divine masculines getting the divine masculine, and then the divine feminines to get the divine feminine, that's pretty special, and that's a beautiful message in and of itself. So we are really grounding this. They are also very grounded energies. They are very rooted to the earth. I'm associating them with kind of a Pentacles energy. So it feels like these unions are getting an extra boost of grounding energy, and the divine masculines life force energy, this sacred sexuality, this Kundalini is the spark. It's the ignition that is lighting the path for them to take this initiative, to act on this green light from spirit. And we also were getting Mercury with the twins at this time. So we're getting Radha, and Radha is a beautiful being who really assists with twin flame connection. She is a twin flame herself, and she is all about this soul flame. So this is Radha's message and teaching is all about the beauty of separation and being able to honor that period of separation from your beloved, and how that actually brings you into greater union and wholeness when the time is right to come out of that separation. So for her to be with the divine masculines at this time, the message I'm hearing is that she's really guiding the divine masculines as well as these other beings on how to end this separation, how to move into harmony and union. This is all about relationship harmony and healing, rediscovering a lost part of yourself. And I'm hearing that lost part is the divine feminine. Rediscovering that part of the divine, that the divine feminine is a part of them, and it's not holding back or having fear from that anymore, accepting, embracing, and moving with that. We're also getting faith for the divine masculine. So divine masculines, you may still be struggling with the sort of mechanics of it, what's going to happen, what's going to occur, being in your head, kind of stuck in the intellectual understanding of it all. But this is a message from your guides and from spirit to letting you know that it's important to have faith. And sometimes it's not about knowing, it's about believing, it's about trusting, it's about having that faith, staying calm, seeing the light, trusting in your own divinity, trusting in your own wisdom, and trusting in your divine feminine, trusting in the world, trusting in the divine timing, trusting in your intuition and the messages that you're getting, divine masculines. You also I'm really feeling that the Mercury in the collective support and guidance is really supporting you at this time as well, masculines. So heed the call, listen, tune in. And this full moon is gonna knock you on your ass if you don't give yourself stillness, and quiet. So, and divine masculines can be really good at avoiding that. So if you're watching this, divine masculine, it's important to honor that sacred rest. And this is where you're going to be able to discern the right timing, the right messages, what your intuition is telling you, without confusion, without that, struggle. All right. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Lots of cards flying on the floor tonight. Again, I gotta put it back because I didn't ask. Okay, so we're gonna check in with the energies for the divine masculine on this full moon. What's gonna be coming up for them on this full moon? Ooh, that's like a halvesies. That's not a reverse or a... We'll get that one clarified. Okay. Oh, wow. Whew, okay. Bottom of the deck, victory. Victory, divine masculines. Okay, what deck do I want to clarify with? Let's see. I think we'll clarify with this deck. Okay, I'm going to start with this second card that came out because the other one's going to be, we're going to need to clarify. We're getting rest and rejuvenation, divine masculine. So that's exactly what I was just saying. I love when they do that. Thank you for confirming what I was saying. But it's going to be really important for you to get still, to really ground your energy into the earth. Use the earth as a partner. Use the earth as a... the word that was coming, it might have been conduit, to kind of channel that energy. So we did get this life force energy, this kundalini sacral energy that's very, it needs to be rooted, it needs to be grounded, and that's how it can be activated with the most power possible. So divine masculines, with all this energy coming in, all this assistance, all this help, and there's a lot of third eye openings, activations, and downloads that want to be coming in. The only way to be able to hear them and act accordingly is if you still your mind, if you still your body. So the full moon is tomorrow, I believe. It depends on where you are in the world. So tomorrow or on Tuesday. So Monday or Tuesday. So yes, those may be days that you would typically be out in the world. Maybe you have to go to work. Maybe you're working from home. I don't know. But whatever it is that you normally would be doing, carve out space and time in your day to really listen, to get still, to get quiet, and to nurture yourself. Even just giving yourself that time and that space is nurturing, and you will be rewarded. There will be clarity coming for you. There will be a lot of clarity because then we're also getting strategy and action. So these are some big activated energies. These are like movement. This is divine masculine energy. Truly, this is the divine masculine energy. And then, wow, I love that I'm seeing this. This is almost like, this can be very divine feminine energy, following the intuition, being still, being grounded, being willing to give yourself that rest and kindness and nurturing of your body. So what beautiful energies that are so balanced, and you can't have one without the other. And the feminine leads. So if you gift yourself this divine masculine, you are going to be able to see, or you're going to be able to gain a lot of strength to move forward with these. And I am going to get clarifiers on kind of what may be coming up for you on the full moon, as far as like what's going to be, what the action or the strategy will be around. we also have this other card here we need to address. The reason I've held off is it almost came in the reverse, but not quite. So it's almost like you're almost releasing, but not quite, because the card is attachment. All right, so tell me a little bit more about these third eye Archangel Metatron. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to be getting downloads and intuitions on how to complete this cycle of pain, hurt, betrayal, heartache with your Divine Feminine. The Queen of Pentacles, for me, as of late, has been the Divine Feminine. I just want to clarify that because I know some do read the Queen of Pentacles as the karmic energy. But as of lately, I have only been seeing the Divine Feminine as the Queen of Pentacles because we're rooting and grounding this into the 3D at this time. And this is the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel that the Divine Masculines have already been getting a lot of these downloads and insights around what has occurred in these relationships, in these dynamics, the pain, the hurt that they've caused, that they've experienced from others, and then they've inflicted on their feminine, or perhaps that their feminine has inflicted on them. You know, whatever wounding has occurred, and this can also be past life. So it depends on the level with which your masculine is engaging with their own spirituality and their own journey. If they are a high-level spiritual being, they may be getting downloads around the past lives you guys have had together. And they may be getting to really complete and end these cycles and heal them. And they don't need to have the conscious awareness of these past lives in order to complete and heal these cycles. They can complete and heal these cycles at this time regardless for all past lives without that consciousness. But it is really interesting because I have gotten that message before that some Divine Masculines are really doing this deep, deep past life work. And they're doing it for the collective of all the Divine Masculines, or all the masculines, really. Beautiful. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about this strategy. What is the Divine telling the Divine Masculine, or how is the Divine assisting? Oh my God. Okay. All right, so there you are again, Divine Feminine, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. So the strategy is, how do I ground this union with my Divine Feminine in this physical? How do I make this happen? What is the spark of inspiration? The Wands is always speaking to the divine intuitive guidance. So this is the divine speaking directly to the masculine, letting them know how this new beginning can be grounded, how this can become real, not fantasy, not daydream, not projection, but realized, actualized. And that is what they will be getting, third eye activations, if they give themselves the time to go inward and to rest and to be still. They will be getting these activations on how to move forward. And then the strategy is really all around this union. And I have to tell you, in personal readings and check-ins, you know, for the Divine Masculine, oftentimes the energies that come up, it's like their work, it's the karmic situation, it's their lives, and then the Divine Feminine might be over here. Or then the Sacred Union might be like this tiny little 1% of it. But lately, Divine Feminine, you are all over it. You are everywhere in their consciousness and their thoughts and their heart. You are everywhere. Okay, action. What is the action? Wow, so much. Okay. This is a lot. Okay, so death. There it is. There's the Scorpio full moon, death. This is the Divine Masculines doing their inner work of purging, letting go, letting things die, letting things be transformed and transmuted. And what is transforming at this time? It is everything to do with their foundations. This is the Four of Pentacles. So anything foundationally that is not solid, that is not sturdy, that is not built for the new ascended version of themselves. So this is letting go. Once again, this is releasing karmic bonds, releasing karmic ties, releasing things that are no longer for them. We also have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is that energy of them feeling like they're stuck, feeling like they're blinded, like they can't see. So they're really going to get a chance to burn this, let this die. And as they're doing all this, any of these projects, this Knight of Pentacles energy, anything that they've been working towards that actually hasn't been in true alignment or harmony for where they're going, this will be getting reviewed and transformed and transmuted as well. It's interesting. This Knight of Pentacles energy is a very comfortable energy for the Divine Masculines. It's really where they've lived. And this is a noble energy. There's nothing wrong with this energy. However, most of the Divine Masculines, this is not their weakness. This is their strength. And on these spiritual journeys, we're asked to step into our uncomfortable, or the uncomfortable zone. We're asked to move out of the comfortable and move towards things that might be a little uncomfortable, because that's where the true growth is going to occur. So the Divine Masculines have been asked to move more into Wands energy, and that Wands energy is, we're seeing it over here with the Queen of Wands, with the Page of Wands, which is that divine guidance. That's that intuition. That's that spark of like, move forward now, do this now, this is the direction, you know? So it's interesting that this is something that is going to be getting transformed. And this is an energy and a gift and a skill that they'll be able to take with them. However, it's going to be purified in the light of where they're actually meant to be going, because that energy sometimes, when it's not in the light for the Divine Masculines, it can be very much like they are like a hamster on a wheel, just going in circles but not really getting anywhere. But it gives them the illusion like they're working hard and like they're doing something, but it's not really working. Yeah? Okay. Ooh. Okay. This is such an interesting message. Okay. And this now it's making sense why. So we get the attachment, and it came out like this, and it really, I didn't get a strong pull towards, no, we're going to take it down or we're going to take it up. So I left it here. In the reverse, the attachments is like, we've let go of this energy. We've let go. When it's in the upright, it's like we haven't quite let go yet. So we are getting the Three of Cups. So for me, this is really around the third party energies, the karma, the community, even people, opinions and ideas and things that don't really serve and have clouded the Divine Masculine's judgment, has hurt them in their discernment of who they truly are, them being able to be authentic and truthful. Also, their decisions around this connection with the Divine Feminine, which way to go, which direction, all of this. So they are really working to let this go. And at this full moon, it feels like they're going to be getting one step closer to being able to let this go. I'm also getting the Lovers in reverse and the Seven of Wands. So it feels like they are working really hard to let go of this defensiveness towards you, Divine Feminine, towards this connection, towards their fear of letting this in, towards their fear of this commitment, their fear of the bigness of this choice, their fear of honestly just the twin flame journey. And because not only, it's like the twin flame journey, it's like saying yes to you is saying yes to the twin flame journey. Saying yes to the twin flame journey is saying yes to God. Saying yes to God is saying yes to, I'm going to rewrite my whole story, and I'm going to be taking action and moving differently in the world, which means I'm probably going to have to let go of a lot of things, people, ideas, wants, desires, etc. So you have to understand, if you're a Divine Feminine watching this, there's so much on the line, there's so much at stake, and they're really, really trying to release their attachment to staying right, to being defensive, to not letting you in, out of fear, because it's scary. It's really scary, but they're very close. This card really wanted to come up in the reverse, and so I'm just honoring it in this in between. It feels like this full moon is going to give an extra push to getting this more into the reverse, but for some, they may not quite be there yet. I kind of want to get another idea. Like, I want to tell us, here, we'll go to this deck. Just one more idea on that, Spirit? Like any guidance you have about that for the divine masculines, how they can fully release these energies. Anything you can tell them. Anything we can channel. Let's see. Yeah, and it wouldn't be, I mean, the Scorpio moon, fear is going to come up. Yep, okay. Birth as a portal. This is all about the Hathors. Okay, so deep love, mother's milk. So this is the call. This is when they come home, when they choose this love and drop the defensiveness, that is when they will fully release the attachment. So they may come into this awareness on the full moon that they may come into the awareness, and they may get the guidance on this full moon from Spirit, from these third eye activations, that in order to really experience the love and the divine and all of the gifts and the abundance and the blessings, they're going to need to surrender to the love. And the mother's milk, I mean, they see you as this divine feminine, as a mother, as nurturing, as loving, as caring. And it's almost like they've had this distrust in that, because they've had this distrust in the feminine in general because of their relations and experiences with the feminine in the past, in karmic relationships, maybe with their mothers, you know, just in the image of women within society. This is what they've really been having to heal. And in order to fully trust and believe that it is pure, that it is true, that it is safe, they are being asked to jump. They are being asked to just walk and trust. Walk themselves into it, into your embrace, into your arms. And that is the Spirit advice and guidance, is surrender to this deep love. Surrender to what is already there, and that is when you will feel the release of these energies and these fears, divine masculine. The fear of not having love, of missing out on love, the fear of, you know, not being able to let someone in or let someone really see you, because what if they leave then? Yeah, these are all the things that the masculine is going to really be examining for this full moon. Beautiful. I mean, powerful. Scorpio, man. Scorpio never lets us down. Scorpio energy. I am a Scorpio moon myself, so yeah, I feel it. Okay. Any other energies for the divine feminines on this moon? Okay, you just had to throw it on the floor, didn't you? I guess that's how they emphasize their point. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, let me get this card really quickly. Okay. All right. So we're getting Blossoming Abundance, Divine Feminines, which I love this for you. I love this for you. I'm gonna get a tarot on that, because I'd love to know a little bit about what type of abundance we can expect. We're also getting the Sun card. So this is some really positive energy we're seeing for the divine feminines on this full moon. And I know it may not feel like it, but remember, the energy kind of builds and it gets to a point, and then you can kind of purify and you can release it. So you kind of just have to ride the waves. Okay, that's too many cards. You have to ride the waves until you get to that point, and then you'll feel very free. Wow. Okay, so we're getting the Hermit. So divine feminines, here's the message. When you detach from everything in your life that you have been giving to, and this is people, this is situations, these are energies, when you really fall into the beauty and the love of your own company, that is when this abundance can find you. It is time to truly, truly stop playing small, stop settling, stop overgiving. And overgiving can simply be just lending your presence to people that are not on your level and that are not deserving of it. Truly, this is a big initiation for the divine feminines at this time. there is magic in this Hermit, and your divine masculine is going to be kept in the waiting room until you truly make this shift. And it's not comfortable, and it's not fun, and it's definitely not what your ego wants, but you are being promised rewards and blessings on the other side of it. And it could be, I mean, this full moon is a perfect opportunity to get quiet, to get still, to be by yourself, to give yourself that time. But it could be that this moon is kind of highlighting where in your life, I'm going to shuffle that again, where in your life you are still compromising for others. Just to not be alone is what I'm hearing. Just like the fear of being alone is keeping you stuck. Wow, okay. So for the Sun, we're getting the Chariot. So it really feels like there is movement, there is action. The Chariot is like you are moving so fast and so furious towards your sunshine, towards your abundance, towards your blessings, towards everything that you want. And this full moon, if you treat it with care and respect, and you honor what you're being guided to do, which is purification, letting things die, letting it go, really trusting and surrendering, you are going to be moving immediately towards your sun. So let it die, because on the other side, you are promised this. And this Chariot energy is coming through to kind of carry you to it as quickly as possible. You just, the goal is to keep trusting and to keep letting go. And we're also getting, wow. I love seeing this. Okay, so we're getting the broken heart, but we're getting it in reverse. And we're getting it clarified by justice. So divine feminines, for those that have been waiting for the justice, that have been waiting to feel that relief, to feel that peace, to feel like that break in the clouds and the sun piercing down, this full moon is wanting to bring that to you. But the only way out is through, and you have to move through that scorpionic energy. You have to purge, you have to purify, you have to let go. Do not avoid it, because if you choose to work through it, you're gonna really, really be able to set down all of the pain and the heartache and all that you've been kind of walking around with in your pockets for so long. You know, it's not bad every day. You don't feel it every day, but it's always kind of there. And this energy is coming through to it's like, you know what they're showing me? They're showing me a wildfire. Wildfires can be super tragic and sad, and you know, it's sad. However, it burns away all that needs to be burned so that new growth can come through, so that the new can come. And that's kind of what this energy is all about. And for you, divine feminine, the divine is here. Spirit is telling you, like, I am promising you abundance and sunshine. I am promising you assistance in getting there. I have a chariot outside waiting for you to take you there. I am promising you an end to this heartache and this pain and love. I'm promising you divine justice. But you have to listen to the call. You have to heed the call. And I'm asking you to be on a solo journey at this time. I'm asking you to let go of your attachments to community, people, things that are not serving. This doesn't mean you're saying, okay, fine, I'll just give up the dream of being with my masculine. It's actually quite the contrary. It's saying that when you get okay with not having it, that's when the divine's like, now I can deliver it to you. And I know you've probably heard that message before. You've certainly probably heard me say it. But it's a hard one to swallow. It's a hard one to really practice. But I mean, this energy is telling you that if you do, you will be rewarded. Okay, the last card we're getting. Okay, interesting. Okay, the Temple Path in reverse. Clarified by the Seven of Cups. So the warning, or just kind of the advice from Spirit on this, is careful around delusion and illusion and fantasy. Careful with projections of things that are not quite real. There is, I told you at the beginning of this reading, there is quite a lot of like that darker energy out there in the collective at this time. And the divine just wants to keep you protected from it. The divine wants to keep you safe from it. And I just feel that where you're going to get tripped up is in this Seven of Cups energy, is in this kind of looking at, well, maybe I should have this, no, maybe it, blah, 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 and like kind of being wishy-washy and back and forth. And perhaps it's giving your energy to other parties. And this may not be romantically. This can kind of still be back around this message of like getting yourself solo, emancipating. It's a really strong message I'm hearing for a lot of you. And I feel like so many divine feminines have really broken away and gotten themselves pretty solo. But it feels like this moon is coming in to really clarify that and cleanse that. So if there's anywhere that you're not, this is just kind of, you want to stay on this temple path. You don't want to get off your path. And these things are only going to take you off your path. Sure, you'll wind your way back to the path, but you may delay it and you may go through like heartache and pain that Spirit's like, you don't really need to go through that. I have to tell you the cards that almost came out, and I took this one because it really flew out, which is how I tend to take cards, but the cards that came out underneath just are telling a really beautiful story. So we're getting the Six of Wands. So this is all about that success. If you can pass this test, Divine Feminines, and stay on your temple path, you are guaranteed success. So these things that you're working towards, you're guaranteed success. This Eight of Wands, this is rapid success and rapid movement forward. This is also communication. So this is moving forward on those plans. We're getting the Two of Pentacles. This is inner balance, inner harmony coming together. We're getting the Page of Pentacles. So this is all about a grounded new beginning. This is oftentimes a relationship, a renewed relationship. The Sun is here once again. The Wheel of Fortune, so the wheels are turning in your favor for the good. And then at the very bottom, we're getting the Two of Cups. So this is that union card. So, and I know that was so many energies, but they were calling to me, and I had to look at them, and wow, what a story. So just heed that warning, Divine Feminine. And it could be, honestly, the Seven of Cups energy, what they're telling me right now is this could be your own delusion. This could be your own fears and your own ego. This could be that like energy trying to tell you, oh, it's not real, it's not going to happen. Or, you know, I haven't heard from him for this long, so I don't think I ever will. Or, you know, it's just, you know, any of that stuff that you tell yourself, the doubt and the confusion and the haziness and the delusion that causes you to want to go and look at other options, other things. That is it's like your final test. And a full moon can have such intense energy that we just want to escape that energy at times. And we're being asked to really stay the course. Okay, so we're going to end this with one more which is some romance angels cards for the twins for this full moon. Spirit, tell us what we can, or what the angels want to tell us, I should say, about these unions for this full moon in Scorpio. I swear, every card. Let's check. Okay, I have to. Wow. Engagement. Your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I'm going to leave it at that, twins. All the work, all the pain, all the purging, all of this is commitment. And I feel that the divine is recognizing this commitment. The divine sees that you, both of you, have put in the blood, sweat, and tears. And it's going to be rewarded. There are blessings coming out at this time from this moon, from all of this build up that we've been having. And maybe this could very well be literal engagement for some of you. But for The rest, it is a higher, deeper level of commitment. It is an end to separation. It is an ascension, and an ascension together, side by side in union. Wow, that's really special. Sometimes I pull another card, but I'm not even going to pull another card on that. Okay, that has been your full moon check-in, twins. Thank you so much for being here. Please like this video. That helps the channel and helps other people see it. Always share if there's people in your life that you think would also enjoy the content. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.